All right. Well, here we are. As you guys can see, this is a very new thing that I'm doing because, just look at it. I'm on a very much bigger screen. There's black bars on my left and my right, and overall, this is just very new. So I'm just gonna get ahead of it, and I actually wanted to talk about you guys about a couple things regarding my channel. And the first thing I actually wanted to talk about was the fact that I have been gone and out of the streaming game for 2 weeks, going on three now. And I just want to say sorry. When I was streaming and everything, overall, let's just say I was busy with school and I was nervous about school. I was nervous about how these new classes are going to go, wondering how the grading system was going to be, blah blah blah, etc. etc. Especially with it being the new semester and everything, I just wanted to make sure I could really be caught up and just overall make sure that I could actually still keep up with my classes to say the least. So and that obviously took much more priority over than streaming because, like I said, I've been out of streaming for almost 3 weeks now, and I'm really sorry. There were plenty of times where I wanted to get back on the stream, but then I was also nervous about waking up for school and whatnot, waking up, make sure I got my homework done, etc., etc. And yeah, overall, it was kind of a mess. So I'm sorry, but I'm definitely gonna try to get back onto streaming. So let's just say that was the first topic done, shall we? Now let's get into the main reason and the main update that I really wanted to talk about in this video, and that's the fact that during February, the official month, I guess, is going to be the month where I actually start posting actual videos. No more streaming, no more shorts, although I will still keep doing my best to try and put those out as much as I possibly can, especially shorts. Live streams, they might be a little slowed down, but I also feel like they might come back depending on how stuff goes. But overall, I have been thinking about this for the longest time, and it wasn't until like December where I was like, all right, you know what? Next month, I'm gonna start actually. I'm gonna get a PC. I'm gonna start making videos. I'm actually gonna start recording, and I'm actually gonna change up my content and change up my channel a lot more. And as you can see, here we are. In which case, I actually want to show you guys real quick about the PCI botch. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this. Sorry about that. Also, you guys see a little glimpse of my room. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, this is my PC. I would say it's a pretty cool PC. It cost me $1,199. Trust me, it was a very pretty penny out of my bank account. But I would say it's actually not that bad. I actually really like it. I already downloaded a bunch of games and everything, so there's not much else to really talk about there. That's actually another part of the reason why I was kind of out of the game. When I was doing all that, I was making sure I like installed a good amount of games like Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, even Apex, Dead. But that zombie game, I'm gonna have the game right here. I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna have those. I already wanted to have a good amount of games ready and to go, so that way when I actually start posting the channels and posting the videos, that I can already have like a good amount of stuff going. I already have like a bunch of stuff regarding the content that I plan on making. But other than that, uh, yeah. And also, if you guys can see, you probably see the reflection of my sunglasses too. I have like a list of things that I actually want to go over. So I'm not gonna stop pretending like I'm not looking over a list. So, yeah, I'm looking at a list. All right, the third thing I wanted to talk about is the types of content I actually want to make with the videos. So the types of content I really want to make. If you guys know me, I love being able to talk about stories. I love giving my opinion on stuff. That's why I make a lot of shorts talking about anime, video games, a bunch of other things. But I also like gaming, so that's why I'm also, the whole thing about me was that I started out as a streamer. I started playing video games like Apex, Call of Duty, Warzone, even Fortnite, Minecraft. And those aren't gonna go anywhere. Those are actually gonna be one of the more main points and main foundations of my channel, where it's gonna be like gaming challenges, funny moments maybe, and overall just try to have a lot more fun time with it. That's really the third thing I wanted to talk about, and it's really more of an amalgamation because, like I said, it's gonna be divided up into three different types of things. Where it's gonna be gaming videos, reaction videos, and storytelling slash animation videos. And I already went over the video games, so yeah. The second thing I obviously talked about was the fact that I wanted to make reaction content, and for the most part, it's only going to be reacting to like scary story animations, scary stories, blah blah blah. For the most part, I've always been a big fan of horror. I've also been a very big fan of scary stories and whatnot, scary channels. One of my favorite series that anyone or any other YouTuber can do is make a scary story, reacting to scary story animations. So that's what I really plan on doing. I plan on veering out to like reacting to like other content or like try not to laugh stuff or whatever. But for right now, I'm really gonna stick it hard with reacting content. I'm planning on making at least 2 of those videos every month. So that means like, oh, let's say like the first of the week it's gonna be reaction content, and then the second week is whatever, and then the third week it's gonna be reaction content, hopefully again, and then the fourth week, blah blah. Overall, my main goal is to at least have 2 videos of reaction content every month. And finally, the third thing is gonna be animation. And as you guys can see, I'm doing like these little air quotes because it's not really gonna be animation. It's more like art, and that's really it. Like it's gonna be art, my voice, and very few alternating pictures technically. But what essentially what it is obviously I'm just gonna be trying to tell like stories of my life or try to talk about stuff that I've been involved with or stuff that's happened or stuff I really want to talk about or I find interesting. Overall, that's really gonna be the main premise of it. If you guys seen like any animation YouTubers or anything, you'll see that they always like talk about like especially like the Odd Ones Out. He's one of the more famous examples because of how popular he is. Like I want to be doing something like that where he's talking about like getting recognized, minimum wage job, blah blah blah, etc. etc. The experience he's had, it's gonna be pretty much the same as that, but my content is gonna be very much different. And one of the perks of that is actually gonna be me alternating artists every different video. Because what I felt like that would be is actually more of a pretty interesting and engaging thing. And honestly, if I do get to the end of like supply artists or whatever, then I could be like, hey, can you come back? Because honestly, I will kind of use this as like a test run to see if I'll actually want to keep one specific artist and see if you guys actually are interested in seeing one specific artist too. So overall, that's really just going to be the baseline of the plan. I'm going to be doing story animations, quote unquote. But yeah, overall, that's going to be the main point. Before we wrap this up, I really wanted to talk about something, and that's going to be apologizing for any of the stuff not really coming to reality. As you guys know, I am in college right now, and with college and overall just the stress of life, it can be very, let's say, dreading to keep it light. Overall, I just know I'm just going to be pulled in many different types of directions. I'm going to be stretched thin, mentally worn out, physically worn out, always worrying about doing this for my channel or doing this for my family, doing this for school, doing this for work. I know that it's going to be literal just pain. But at the same time, I want to do this. And let's be honest, no one is ever going to have a real smooth road. I mean, literally ask any YouTuber who's grown up, who has a million plus subs, or even not even a million, who are just like barely making partner, or who are barely just content creators who just started out. They'll tell you that the journey to get to being a top streamer, top content creator, or even just as comfortable as they are, you will hear that they did not have the easiest path. You will know that they had a struggle, that they had to make hard choices, that they even like did the same thing, but overall gave up their job or whatever to actually pursue streaming, content creation, whatever. And for the most part, I'm gonna be doing my best to keep both and everything in my life just at least somewhat on the same path. I don't want to give up any little thing just because of what's it called, and I'm not gonna be dumb and see like the first little bit of success I have on YouTube. I'm not gonna be dumb and just drop everything. I'm gonna actually make sure I have success with it before I make anything drastic. So overall, I'm gonna be smart about this, and I just want to apologize to you guys about any future delays because of school, work, personal stuff, whatever. I really want to apologize to you guys and get that out of hand, get that out there first, because life can be unpredictable, but it's our job to roll with it and just overcome the unpredictableness of life, to say the least. Now, for the most of you guys, and for anyone who's seeing this for the first time, you'll probably be thinking, yeah, I'm not gonna watch this guy. And you know what? Fair enough. Okay. Already off the bat, you guys can see that I'm pretty sloppy. I'm pretty unprepared. I know the editing with this is gonna be a traumatic mess. Trust me, it's gonna make me want to pull my hair out. This is my first time ever gonna be editing an actual video. But for the most part, I want to share my hopes and dreams with you guys about me pursuing content creation, streaming, and overall my goal for this just make people feel better. I grew up on YouTube, and every time I came home from school or anytime I was going through boredom or even a hard time, I would always turn to YouTube, and there would never once be a day where YouTube didn't make me laugh or smile or just completely forget about everything that I was feeling. I want to do the same thing that those creators back then were able to do for me. And with how crazy this world is getting, I want to be a place where people can just come to my channel, not have to worry about anything for 10 to 20 minutes, and just watch the video, enjoy the stupidness of my content, and overall just have a better time. My dream is to just make people's lives a little bit better, even if it is just to bring them a small smile. That's the best thing I could ever do to someone. Is just make them smile. All right, sorry to get a little touchy feely on the last bit there, but overall, I hope you guys are what's it called? I hope you guys are ready for my journey because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm still very nervous, especially with posting this first video. I mean, it's nerve wracking to say the least, but what's the point if you don't take the risk, right? Besides, what's the worst that can happen? Anyways, to anyone new who's watching this or to any of my returning viewers, uh, make sure to share this video, leave a like on it if you did enjoy my first attempt of making an actual video, and yeah, it's fun though, guys. Take notes, and let's start this amazing journey together. Peace.